There's a version of a membership where a member has their first win. A first ad goes live, the first $47 payment, the first person who told them, hey, this actually helped me. And it happened quietly. She feels it, maybe she tells her spouse, and then it just stays there. Nobody else sees it. And there's a version where the same win becomes the exact thing that pulls the next three members forward. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through how to build the second one. Want the template that I use to create version 2? I put together the exact structure I use, how to space it, how to set it up, how the first few posts get seeded so it's never empty on day one. I put it into a simple template. If you want it, drop me a line and I'll send it over immediately. When I built the first version of my membership, I didn't think about it at all. I figured people join, they do the work, they get results, and that's the whole story. Member joins, member wins, done. What I didn't account for is that a win nobody sees might as well not exist for anyone else in the room. It helps her. It does nothing for the member 3 weeks behind her who's still convinced that this might not work for someone like her. Here's the before picture. And if you're running a membership right now, you might recognize it. A member gets a result. She might mention it one-on-one in a message or not mention it at all. It lives in her head only, or maybe in her inbox. Nobody else in the membership even knows it happened. So the next member, the one who's stuck, who's wondering if she's the only one struggling, has nothing to look at. No proof, just her own doubt alone in it. Now here's the moment things shift. And it's smaller than you might expect. It's not a big relaunch or a new tier. It's one dedicated place inside the membership where members post their wins. And they're not posting the polished version, the curated version. Just something like, I just got my first ad live. Or maybe someone commented on their checklist for the first time. That's it. That's the whole win. And what happens next is the part that changes the membership. Another member, someone who's been sitting on her first step for 2 weeks because she wasn't sure she was doing it right, sees that post. And something shifts in her. Not because you told her it would work, but because she watched someone just like her do it first. Here's the after picture. A membership where wins aren't just personal. They're public inside the room. A member's first ad going live isn't just her milestone. It becomes the reason 3 other people finally post their own first step. New members join and the first thing they see is not an empty feed. It's a stack of screenshots where people who look and sound exactly like them, still mid-flip, still figuring it out, already one step ahead. And here's what that does for you. You stop being the only voice telling a stuck member that this works. The room does it instead, because nothing moves someone stuck like watching the person 3 weeks ahead of her post proof that she wasn't stuck forever either. So if you're building it out, a dedicated space just for wins, separate the general chat so it doesn't get buried. That's the whole mechanism. It doesn't need to be complicated. It needs to exist, and it needs to be the first thing new members see when they walk in. I put together the exact structure I use for this, how the space is set up, how the first few posts get seeded so it's never empty on day one, into a simple template. If you want it, drop me a line and I'll send it over. There's no pitch, just the setup. Thanks a lot. Post comments, any questions that you have in the thread. I'll see you tomorrow.